This radio station was named Audio Slave in honor of the last American hero to whom speed means freedom of the soul. The question is not when it's gonna stop, but who is gonna stop them.
Is this a cure or is this a disease? Yo, what's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday, everybody. It's 10 o'clock. It's the witching hour. Yes, it is. Skin. And in your final hours, I will stand ready to begin. Ready to begin. Ready to begin. You guys know the deal. Hit the thumbs up because YouTube really cares. Also, hit that StreamYard link. Otherwise, it'll be a very, very short show. Or I might just sit here and listen to Chris Cornell for 4 hours. And that sounds good too. Yo, and even a third yo. What's up, everybody? It is your boy Pigskin Pete. Of course, this is the Wednesday night college football call-in show. This is the only show that I do every week that revolves around you and not me. So if you want to make it about you, make sure you call in. Click that StreamYard link. I will not put your ugly mug on air. The only ugly mug that'll be put on air is mine. Because I don't really care what you think about me. But make sure you hit that thumbs up. We'll be with you in just a second.
Every time I stare into the sun, trying to find a reason to go on, all I ever get is burned and blind until the sky bleeds the pouring rain. When you came along, the time was right. Pulled me like an apple, red and ripe. Wasn't very long, you took a bite and did me wrong, and it serves me right. And I nearly forgot my broken heart. It's taken me miles away from the memory of how we broke apart. Here we go round
Again.
Every little key unlocks the door. Every little secret has a light. Try to take a picture of the sun, and it won't help you to see the light. Every little word upon your lips
Take
makes a little cut.
and blood pours out.
Every little drop of blood a kiss.
And I won't, not for anything.
And I nearly forgot my broken heart. It's taken me miles away from the memory of how we broke apart. Here we go round again. Every single feeling tells me this is leading to a heart in broken little pieces, and you know I need this like a heart. Every single feeling tells me this is leading to a heart in broken little pieces, and you know I need this like a heart. I nearly forgot my broken heart. It's taken me miles away from the memory of how we broke apart. Here we go round again. And I nearly forgot my broken heart. It's taken me miles away from the memory of how we broke apart. Here we go round again.
Let's effing go. Here we go around again. You guys know the deal. Hit that thumbs up. Click that StreamYard link. Click what I don't know, everything YouTube likes. Click whatever that YouTube likes. Click it. Pretty easy. All right. We're going to get to the calls here in just a second. Of course, like every week, if you are not the first one picked up, just hang on a minute. I'll get to you in the order they came in. I don't know what just happened. So instead of that song, we'll just get right to the phone calls. How's that sound? Real quick though, let's get right to the chat. Who is here? Boy, y'all remind me why I don't do this show in the off season. I hate to sound like Sleeta, but Jesus Christ. Matt Dummett, Kevron Harris, Atypical Gump is here. Pastor Dave, what's up, Pastor Dave? Jay Shipe, shoot him 556. Let the big dog eat. Appreciate you all for being here. You guys are amazing and fantastic. Let's get right to the phone calls. What is up? You're on with Pete.
What's up, Pete? How you doing, buddy?
How you doing, buddy?
SMU coming to town this week. How you feeling?
Not good. Terrible, actually.
I think Clemson's going to hang in there, man.
Hang in there. Yeah, that's the problem. That is the problem.
Look, I gotta find me a cigar because this been Tennessee hate week where I can fire me one up.
Tell me about that. Tell me about Tennessee and Alabama. This is one of the better games of the week, I think. And it seems to me as if it's flying under the radar. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't really know why.
I don't either. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game too. I
do too. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, Pete, last week, if I told you Jeremy Bernard would only have 20 yards receiving and Ryan Williams didn't have any yards, you'd have thought, well, Missouri would beat them.
I'm glad I got you on the line now because you're the first Alabama fan I've talked to in the past few weeks. What in the hell is going on with Ryan Williams? He's been on a milk carton, son, all year.
Yeah. Well, they say he's got a nagging injury, even though he did go in against Missouri, just didn't play too much. My freshman went in there, and he's a dog. And they run the show, really. Ryan Williams was in and out, just, they say he's got some kind of nagging injury.
What's the injury he's got?
They won't say.
They won't say. What is it, a secret?
No, I guess.
What the hell?
Because they just said, I don't know, man. But he aggravates me anyway, Pete, to be honest with some of the things. But, he just don't give effort to me. Yes, he's very talented. I get that, but
is it that teddy bear? You think that teddy bear is a sign? I mean, we all joke about the teddy bear. I mean, is this a sign of a bigger problem with him, or is I don't think it is. So I want to say that. But what is the real problem with him? I mean, I don't understand. I have the Sleeper is a sponsor of the Lunch Money Show. So every week I pick Ryan Williams to go over. Every week he loses me money. Ryan Williams owes me about $150, by the way.
He does, Pete. Don't even look at him until you see him out on the field a lot and he's actually making plays, because in the last 2 weeks he ain't done nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
He really hadn't. But Jam Miller may be out Saturday too, because he got knocked out. And I don't know if that's going to hurt us because Tennessee, even though their back end of their defense is bad, they're leading, I think, the SEC in sacks. Their defensive line gets after it. And we're struggling at right tackle. They moved a freshman in there. He does a lot better, but he's a freshman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a high-scoring game, to be honest with you.
I do too. I'm telling you, man. Tennessee, their defense is garbage, and so you've got Pastor Dave. If I would have told you 6 weeks ago that your quarterback Ty Simpson would be the leading candidate for the Heisman, what would you have said? Because he is right now.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, Pete, I'm not blaming the Florida State loss on him because he played pretty good under the circumstances.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He was getting killed. wasn't blocking. I thought, but right now, I trust our quarterback, man.
Yeah.
I ain't worried about that cat.
I would too.
He is for real.
He's playing like the best. He's playing like the best player in the country, and that's saying a lot after 8 weeks. The reason you guys lost to Florida State had nothing to do with Ty Simpson. It was 110% on the defense. I mean, they ran all over you for 4 quarters.
Oh yeah. And look what they did last week too. Missouri's running backs leading the SEC. They held him to like 55 yards.
Yeah.
But they kill me. Pete, I know you watched Alabama some. They give up an explosive run.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Every game, they'll give up a 65, 70-yard run, and then every other time, it's 3 or 4 yards here and there.
Yeah.
It's frustrating. And for me, Pete, I had to get used to this defense. It's a bend, don't break type defense. As an Alabama fan, I'm not used to that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But they've changed a lot too, Pete. I don't know if a lot of people know they've thrown a lot of freshmen on the defensive line, and they've actually been playing really good.
Bama's looked really good, man.
Number 5, I'm trying to think of his name. He come in. He's starting over Jackson right now.
Yeah.
He played most of the Missouri game. He was the one that had the pick at the end and should have had 2 interceptions. The Jackson kid that transferred from USC last year, Pete, they was talking at the end of the year that this kid could go late first round, early second round as a corner. And now he got true freshmen out there making himself on the bench.
Yeah, I'll tell you, man, Bama's been one of those teams. I mean, everyone wrote them off after week 1 with a loss to Florida State. And they have been them and Miami, to me, have been the most impressive teams in the country. Now, I agree with you about Tennessee and Alabama. I think Tennessee will put up a fight, but I'm taking Alabama at home to win this one here against Tennessee. I'm not sold on Tennessee at all, really. I feel like Tennessee's defense is garbage, and Ty Simpson might have a big fucking day, dude. He might have like a 400-yard, 3-touchdown day. That's how I feel. And I actually, it's one thing to say it, Pastor Dave, is how you feel about things. It's another thing to put actual money on it. I'm putting money on Alabama this week. Now that's probably bad news for you, but I'm actually doing it.
Well, here's the positive, Pete. Here's the positive. When DeBoer plays ranked teams, he usually wins.
Yeah.
It's people like South Carolina and Auburn that we may lose to.
Yeah, it's
I know it's crazy, but
no, it's not crazy. It's funny too because if you go back 5 or 6 weeks, after you lost to Florida State, it was like DeBoer's on the hot seat, and we've seen James Franklin get fired. I mean, we've seen some big firings. Caleb DeBoer now, not on the hot seat anymore. All of a sudden,
no.
This is why. This is why you don't crown national title champions or firings after week 1. This is a prime example. This year is a prime example of that. I mean, they were ready to give James Franklin the national championship trophy after 3 weeks, weren't they? Penn State's going to win it all.
Would you believe I seen DeBoer's name for the Penn State job?
No. First of all, why would anybody leave Alabama to go to Penn State? That's a dumb move, and that's not happening.
Right. But for serious business, I seen that today.
Yeah.
Know that where's only the 5th team that's ever beat 3 ranked conference opponents in a row, and this is number 4.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a murder road, dude. I mean, we got South Carolina after Tennessee, and then, we got a bye, then we'll play LSU that's going to be ranked. And then I don't know if Oklahoma will probably be dropped out by then.
I would take Alabama against all of them right now. Well, now, that doesn't mean you'll beat them, right now, I'm not sold on South Carolina either. LSU, I don't think is very good at all, really. I think they're probably more of a middle of the road SEC team. The SEC is loaded this year, by the way, but so it's not. I'm not throwing shade at LSU. I'm not. I think they're a good team, a solid team, but I think they're probably a middle of the road SEC team. I mean, I could probably sit here right now and name 4 or 5 teams in the SEC that I think would beat LSU. Seriously.
Right.
So,
watch this for your betting purposes when you see Alabama and LSU play. Watch this, Pete. And LSU plays better at Tuscaloosa, and Alabama owns Death Valley.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying LSU's going to beat us at home, but when they have beat us, it's been in Tuscaloosa.
Yeah.
You know, 2022, they actually, beat us. It was a 22-23 that they actually beat us at home. 2019, they beat us at Bryant-Denny. You know what I'm saying? 2011, so they beat us at home. But we usually play better on each other's field.
Yeah.
So, what did you think, Pete? I'll get off here. What did you think, Pete, about did you see our three common opponents?
Who's that?
Coming up. It's going to be Tennessee and Auburn, of course, and the third one was Mississippi State. Now, I'm middle-aged, so a lot of LSU fans have lost their mind thinking that Alabama should have been the third common opponent. But believe it or not, and it's just me, some of the younger people may have a different opinion about this with mine, LSU's not really a rival to us like LSU thinks Alabama's a rival to them.
I think did you see the title of this video? The title of this live stream? It's a numbers game. And that's what this is. So I do agree that LSU probably should be one, but at the end of the day, like LSU can't play everybody, and Alabama can't play everybody. So something's got to give somewhere. So that's all that's about,
Right.
Yeah.
And Mississippi State it's Mississippi State and Alabama's the closest two teams in the SEC. They're just right up the highway, really.
Yeah.
I think it's 90 miles from Starkville to Tuscaloosa. So, I get it. And it is a pretty old rivalry. But man, I'm looking forward to Tennessee, Alabama. Man, I think it's going to be a good game.
Well, I'm not a fan of either team. I'm not a fan of Tennessee or Alabama, but I am a fan of college football. And the third week of October every year is one of my favorite weeks, and this one probably won't disappoint either. I'm taking. Let me give my final prediction here. Y'all take it for what it's worth before I let you go. Bama by 7 or 6. I'm gonna say Bama by 6. I don't trust Tennessee's defense enough to stop the Alabama offense and Ty Simpson. So I'm taking Alabama by 6.
Okay. Wired down. Well, appreciate it, Pete. Enjoy your show, man. You
yes,
do a
sir.
Great job, buddy.
All right. Thank you, buddy. Thanks, Pastor Dave. All right. Of course, if you are in the back room, don't hang up. I take these calls in the order they came in. And next on the line is... What's up, buddy?
What's going on, Pete?
What's up?
Not much, man. Look, man. Did you hear the exciting news today?
I did not. I don't know. Maybe I did. What is it?
Billy Napier is getting fired. Hallelujah.
Well, where'd you hear that from?
I'm so glad he's gonna get fired.
Well, how do you know that, though?
The reports came out today. He's gonna get fired Sunday.
Hold on. Now
Lane Kiffin, but
you keep saying that you keep saying the news came out today, but where did the news come from? I gotta look this up. Billy
is a Florida insider, man.
A Florida
insider, man.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I just don't
talking about it. It should be.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I mean, I haven't seen it that confirmed anywhere. You're the first person I've heard that from that's confirmed.
Yahoo Sports?
Look, here we go.
ESPN. Everybody's Steven Spurrier said it, man.
According to USA Today, Florida coach Billy Napier could be fired. Newsweek. Hold on. Where's something that's confirming what you're saying? This is all 3 days ago. AP News. Hold on. Let me click on this one here.
Sports.
AP News. Florida coach Billy Napier expects to be fired. No, this is expects to be criticized. I need confirmation. You know how
all on Twitter. It's all on X,
look.
Man, I'm like the Florida insiders are talking about it. High Top Sports talking about it.
Does High Top Sports really know if Billy Napier is getting fired? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, they should.
Why?
Us Florida fans are sick of his bullshit.
But y'all been sick of it for 2 years. That doesn't. High Top Sports. Look, I'm not throwing shade at High Top Sports, but is that a legitimate source of telling you whether or not he's actually getting fired, though?
If the go to Florida football is saying it, sir, it's got to be somewhat true.
You're saying I'm on image search. Okay, I'll change it to news. Let's see if anything actually says anything there. No, there's no. Hey, look here. There's no difference here. Octavian, turn off the call-in show in the background, please. It's bugging me. I can hear it. Thank you. There's nothing on here that says he's getting fired. So it's High Top Sports and whatever Florida YouTube thread or message board you're on.
We tried to hire off old Mrs. Coordinator. He fucked that up.
So y'all gonna pay him $60 million?
He's gonna get fired.
Is that what's happening? What you're telling me is
gonna be making a video on how Sunbelt Billy fucked up the Florida Gators.
Well, he fucked them up. But so what you're telling me is this is breaking news. Hold on. Here we go.
Breaking news. You heard it here first, live on the Peete Show. That Billy.
Breaking news from the PigskinPeete YouTube channel.
This Sunday. Got to happen. I can't fucking wait to Sunday, man. After they're losing to Mississippi State.
So what you're telling me is that Billy Napier is getting fired. When is this happening? Is this happening tomorrow or after they lose this weekend, or when's it happening?
It's gonna happen. It's gonna be happening right after the game. Right after the game.
After what game? This weekend?
He's gonna get fired. He's gonna get fired on the 50-yard line.
On the 50-yard line.
And if Kentucky wants a head coach, they could get Sunbelt Billy. Win or lose after this game, he's getting fired. But
on the 50-yard line. That's what is happening. On the 50-yard line.
What'd you say, Pete?
On the 50-yard line. That's where it's happening.
Oh yeah, he's gonna get 50. Yeah, he's gonna get fired on the 50.
He's gonna get fired on the 50-yard line and get paid $58 million. Is what you're telling me? I don't believe this.
He could take he could take the money and get a U-Haul and get the fuck out of Gainesville, Florida, as fast as he can.
I don't. You know what? I believe you. I believe you. I believe you.
Fucking hump. Listen.
I believe
we
you.
lost to the fucking Hump Rangers last week. That was the final straw for me. We lost to the fucking Hump Rangers. I was through. I was through when we lost to USF, but the Hump Rangers that really really ticked me off there.
I believe that you believe that you're on the all over the Florida message boards, right? You're on. What's the? Let me ask you this, Octavia. What's the equivalent of TigerNet? Because that's the Clemson message board. What's Florida got? Because I know you're on it. There's no doubt you're on
it. We have the Hell Florida, and I'm on that You, by the way, those boosters been tearing his ass up on the on the posters down there. They've been donating. No, there's one booster told him that he'll buy the U-Haul. He'll give him the money. He'll give him a private jet to get him out of Gainesville.
So somebody on the Florida message board said they got a U-Haul full of money to buy out Billy Napier. Is that what you're telling me? Because look, I got a U-Haul full of money and a U-Haul full of big titty bitches too. But do you believe me about that?
Oh yeah.
Is that your source?
Yeah.
Is that your source?
The boosters is the source. I'll tell you what, when he get fired, that'll be the greatest day in the Florida Gator history.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's going to happen, bro. I hate to be the bearer of bad news for you. Are you really expecting that to happen next week?
It's going to happen, Pete. It's going to happen.
All right. I don't believe you.
Go Gators and Mississippi State, man. Please take it easy.
Well, hold on now. What if Florida beats Mississippi State by 40? Well, then what? Is he still getting fired?
He's not beating Mississippi State. He's not beating Mississippi State.
Damn, you are down real bad, man. He's not going to beat Mississippi State.
We all know that. Well, we got 2 weeks to get an interim coach in before we can switch up the offense before Georgia. Hopefully, we pull off the greatest upset in the history of sports, where we upset the Georgia Bulldogs and Kirby's cheating ass smart.
What did Kirby do to cheat?
Fuck Georgia.
I mean, other than the timeout, but other than that, like, what did he do to cheat? You can't say paid players because everybody does that now.
He was clapping. He was acting like he was clapping. Like, what are you supposed to do? Turn off the Auburn lights, clap on and clap off?
Oh, God damn.
I can't believe New Georgia is going to be in for a shop on Sunday morning when Billy is gone.
I don't know, man. I really don't know. And also, I don't believe you.
Who are you taking in this Tennessee and Alabama game here?
I just talked to the Bama man. I'm taking Alabama in that game. Tennessee's defense is trash. I'm taking Alabama. The game's in Bama, isn't it?
I think Tennessee might tear down the goalposts in Tuscaloosa.
I'm taking Alabama to win and cover, by the way, from a betting standpoint. Yeah.
I think Tennessee might take this one.
No, what? Based on what?
Tennessee might take it.
You got? Is that the same source that told you that Billy Napier is being fired on the 50-yard line after they lose to Mississippi State?
He was pretty decent for.
You need to change your. Who is your source? A crackhead at the 7-Eleven?
The crackhead at 7-Eleven says that Tennessee's going to win.
Yeah, I believe that. Yeah, well, at least you're honest about that. That's where you heard that from the crackhead, because you didn't hear that from any reliable source.
Week, man.
Huh?
Who do Clemson play this weekend?
SMU.
Oh yeah, they about to put 50 on SMU, man.
No, they're not. They haven't put 50 on anybody. Why would they do it against SMU, a good team?
Oh, absolutely. I've definitely.
They haven't put 50. They didn't put 50 on Troy or Syracuse or LSU or Boston College, or they didn't even put 50 on North Carolina.
Clemson
What are you talking about? Huh?
Clemson is going to be a dark horse playoff team. You write it down with 3 losses.
Jesus Christ!
They're going to make the playoffs.
You heard that from the crackhead at the 7-Eleven too,
didn't you? They're going to beat the
you?
shit out of Florida State when they play them in November. I can't stand those crying back.
Clemson hasn't scored 50 on. Clemson hasn't scored 50 on somebody since.
Florida State.
Oh my God! All right, Octavian.
They're thinking they was good, they was on top of the world. Then they get their ass deflated by Miami and Pittsburgh. They get slapped around. Fuck them.
Anybody that bets on Clemson to cover is a fool. An absolute fucking fool, especially this week. A fool.
And they're going to lose to fucking Stafford this weekend. I'm telling you that right now.
All right, Octavian, thank you for the
Go
call.
Gators, fuck FSU, and fuck Georgia.
Look, you got to love it. You got to love Octavian, don't you? What is up here on with Pete?
Hey, Pete, is there a bad echo?
What's up, buddy?
No echo at all?
Huh?
Is there any echo?
No.
Okay, cool. So I actually have to work tomorrow, but I decided to get drunk because, whatever, it doesn't matter. All right, football. Just want to know your initial thoughts on LSU before I ask.
I want to know whatever you want to talk. Yeah, tell me your thoughts.
On LSU or what I was about to ask you?
What?
I got to work tomorrow, but I decided to get drunk because some girl decided to cut me off. You feel me?
I don't know what that has to do with the price of tea in China. What's your question or comment? I know you look. This is what I've learned from this phone call so far. You've got to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right, fair enough. Okay. I wanted to know your initial thoughts on LSU as a team.
I think LSU is a middle of the road SEC team. Probably even bottom half, honestly. All right, let's do this here. Let's pick the teams in the SEC that are better than LSU. All right, okay. Let's do that. Alabama.
Okay.
Missouri.
Nope.
Yes. Georgia. Huh?
That's it.
Alabama, Missouri, Georgia, Texas A&M, Ole Miss. That's 5 right there. Let me think here. Tennessee. Yes. Oklahoma. That's 7.
Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Even after they lost to Texas?
Even after that loss, yes. Oklahoma's better than yes.
Pete.
Yes. No. Pete, what? Am I wrong? Somebody let me know. Am I wrong?
I'll give you Bama, Ole Miss because they already beat us, and Georgia. That's all I'm giving you.
What you think you're the third best team in the SEC?
The fourth.
Is it a full moon?
Ole Miss already beat us.
Is it a full moon? You think you're better than Georgia?
No. Alabama, Ole Miss, and Georgia are ahead of us. That's it. We're 4. We're at 4. We are better than Mizzou. We will beat Vandy this weekend.
No.
Tennessee will lose this weekend. That will put them at 2 losses.
Well, they might lose this weekend. They're still better than you.
Tennessee is better than us.
Yeah.
Their defense is so bad, Nussmeier wouldn't have no problem
scoring. Man, stop.
Our offense is terrible. Tennessee would not be able to score on us, Pete. Our defense is crazy. But see, I didn't want to go that far yet. I just wanted to know your initial thoughts on the game this weekend, Vandy versus LSU.
I already picked Vanderbilt to win on last night on the Lunch Money Show. Vanderbilt minus 2.5. I think they're going to win the game outright. So
right. I remember you saying that. That's right.
Look. Flyby Sports. Your win against Clemson week 1 doesn't mean shit now. Clemson's no good. You know that, right?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Just making sure we know that. We're on the same page there. So at least I can admit my team is garbage. You have a hard time doing that, it seems like. Well, I don't think LSU's garbage. All right. But your offense is.
Yes. That's what I was about to say. I think we can agree on that. I think our offense is playing very bad. Very bad. I called into Kangaroo Black Show earlier. Our offense, the most points we have scored on a Power 5 team, what was it? Was it 20 points? Yeah, we haven't scored over 20 points on a Power 5 team. That's not good. That's no good at all.
But you're going to win this weekend. Can somebody in the chat let me know how many points does Vanderbilt average per game? It's more than 20.
Ole Miss or Vandy?
It's more than 20.
Ole Miss or Vandy? Who's better off?
Ole Miss.
And Ole Miss scored 24 points only. Vandy's not scoring over that. Not on this defense. Not on LSU's defense. Vandy is not scoring 25 plus.
How many points did Clemson score against LSU's defense?
Was it 10?
No, it was more than that.
How much did Clemson score?
But Clemson's offense is terrible. It's one of the worst in the country. They're ranked like 112th offensively.
Yeah. My point
it's a terrible offensive team.
Yeah, my point is, Pete, is that nobody has scored over 24 points on us. Vandy's not going to be the team to do it. If Ole Miss is better offensively than Vandy, why would
Vanderbilt's going to beat you? Vanderbilt's going to beat LSU.
Pete, come on, don't do this.
I'm not even trolling you or anything. I think Vanderbilt's going to actually beat LSU.
Okay, I know you. I don't know
Brian Kelly is going to be waiting in the cheese line with fucking James Franklin and the rest of these fired coaches come next week.
You know what? That's another good point. What do you think on the rumors of Nussmeier being hurt or injured, whatever the rumors are?
Oh, hold on now. I didn't even know that till you just said it. So you're telling me that Garrett Nussmeier is hurt too, on top of all that?
Yeah,
Vanderbilt's definitely winning.
I'm saying that.
Actually, it might be a good thing. Garrett Nussmeier's been hot garbage all year. He's the LSU version of Cade Klubnik. He ain't worth a fuck.
No, in the fuck. Look, Pete, come on. See, and here's my thing is our offense is bad this year. I can admit that. But, again, I think we've lost 2 or 3 off. We replaced our offensive line, right?
I don't want to hear about – you're about to tell me about injured players. I don't want to hear about that. I really don't. Just don't tell me about who's not playing. Who is playing? Anybody? Is anybody good playing? That's what I want to hear about.
I'm questioning on why we're so bad because – we replaced our offensive line, but we still.
But they've been bad since week 1 when everyone was healthy.
That's what I'm saying. I'm with you.
Okay. But you're sitting here telling me about why you're bad is because so and so's hurt. So and so's got an ingrown toenail. I don't want to hear about that. You've been bad since the ingrown toenail was regularly grown.
No, I'm on your side. I'm saying. I don't know why our offense is playing so bad when we still have the same players.
Because you've got a bad football team and a bad offensive coordinator and a bad head coach. How about that? That's why.
But Joe Sloan was there last year. Why this year is he so terrible?
Why was Clemson's offense good last year with Cade Klubnik, but this year they're so terrible?
Fair point.
They're not any good, man.
You don't think LSU's any good at all? We're ranked 10.
The offense is not any good. You have one of the worst rushing offenses in the country. You're right up there with Clemson, but the difference is Clemson refuses to run the ball. LSU's just bad at it.
Correct. Okay. But see, that's my thing is why, do you not trust our defense at all?
Yes, I think you have a good defense. I do. Yeah.
You don't think our defense can hold Pavia?
No.
Why though? If Alabama's defense
what do you mean by hold them? I mean, I think your defense is good enough to stay in the game. I'm just picking. I think Vanderbilt's a better team than LSU. I really do. And especially at home.
I think Vandy and Mizzou are very good teams this year, and I don't like anyone discrediting those wins. Because Alabama beat them both. And
what's LSU's best win?
I guess it would have to be Clemson.
I say no more. If your best win is Clemson, you are down real fucking bad, sir.
Where's South Carolina? Who's better?
You are down real fucking bad if your best win in week 8 is Clemson. Clemson's not any good.
That's all we play. We play a
they're not.
Florida team. We play South Carolina, an average team. Maybe South Carolina. Maybe they're better than Clemson. Okay, so our best win is South Carolina.
All right, so oh boy, this gets worse. This is even getting worse now. So your 2 best wins are Clemson and South Carolina, 2 teams with losing records.
Okay. All right. So what are your thoughts on Ole Miss?
Specify. What do you mean by that?
So basically, I'm asking that is because we only lost to them by 5 points.
All right, that might be your best loss. Boy, we've gone from hold on now. We've gone from my two best wins are Clemson and South Carolina to our best loss is Ole Miss. God damn, bro, what are you doing? What the fuck? LSU is hot fucking garbage, dude.
I think
they are hot garbage.
I think our defense is enough.
You're the ninth best team in the SEC. That's what you are. Yeah, and that's what you'll be at the end of the season too. The ninth best team in the SEC.
I just said no. Vandy is not scoring 25 plus points on it. There's no way. If Ole Miss couldn't do it, Vandy's not doing it.
Oh, okay. We'll see. I don't know if are you a betting man?
Depends on what you're about to say after that, yeah.
Well, I want to bet you on the game.
Okay, how much?
It's up to you. You tell me. I'll bet you well, I say about any amount of money. I'm not rich, so $50 or less, I'll bet you on it.
50 or less.
It's up to you.
It's 22 less.
I'm a degenerate, so I'll bet. I'm going to bet the game anyway, but I'll definitely bet with you. And in Vegas, I have to give up 2.5 points, which I'm going to bet that anyway. But with you, I don't have to get any points. We'll just do it straight up.
Okay. So if I say 20, is that too less?
Huh?
Is 20 okay, or is that too less?
Yeah, $20 is good.
Okay, I'll bet you $20. Do I need to send it?
Straight up. So just winner. No points.
Yeah, no points. Just straight up winner. LSU will beat Vandy.
All right. Cash App, PigskinPeete. Also PayPal. Whatever that is, I think it's also PigskinPeete. It's in the description of the video. Send me the $20. Here's what we'll do. Send me the $20. Okay. Not that I don't trust you, but you know how it is on the internet. You know.
Yeah, no, you remember me from Slabs, don't you, or no?
Yeah, of course I do.
Okay, yeah, I'll send you the 20 through Cash App.
Yeah, send me the 20 in the Cash App. If you win, if LSU wins, I will send you 40 back.
Okay.
If Vanderbilt wins, I will keep the 20. How about that?
Deal. Okay.
All right. Do you have to work tomorrow?
I do. And also, guess what? Don't stop talking to me because I drink too much. So that's what I decided to do because of that. The drink.
What is the drink? What you got there? Boy, you drinking Bud Heavies.
Yes, sir.
Hold on now. Hey, hold that back up again.
Yeah.
This man right here is drinking Bud Heavies. Look at him. Look at him.
The hat, too.
Yeah. He got a hat, too.
Oh.
That's how I know Vanderbilt's going to win. This man's drinking Bud Heavies. Yep.
Come on. Respect the Bud, man.
Yep. All right, Flaming Sports Media. Send me the $20, man, and I'll make the bet with you. No doubt.
All right. Pete, good night.
All right, buddy. Have fun at work tomorrow. Called in and told me 15 times I got to work tomorrow. What is up you're on with, Pete?
All right, what up, Pete? Let's see here. I haven't been able to figure out which way I want to go on Louisville, Miami. And the reason being it's a Friday night game. Miami looks invincible, but Louisville's nothing to sleep on. I feel like it's just a spot where Louisville could do some chaos. Obviously, as a Tech fan, I want Miami to take an L, but that aside, it just seems like a sneaky spot for Miami to take a loss and get a reality check. But I don't know what your thoughts are.
Yeah, I think this is the best team that Miami's played in the ACC, so there is that. But on the other hand, I also think that Miami is the best team in the country. I think they're better than Ohio State. I think they're better than Oregon. I mean, obviously, it's a one-game scenario when you get into a playoff situation. But if somebody were to twist my arm right now, so if somebody were to put a gun to my head and say, Pete, you've got to pick who's going to win it all this year. And if you're wrong, I'm blowing your brains out. I'd pick Miami. I think they're the most complete team in the country. There really is not a weakness on this team. Now, that doesn't mean they can't lose to Louisville or not cover, because even sometimes the best team does that. But I'm 110% bought in on Miami. I've seen enough football this year to know that Miami is absolutely legit. And Louisville's is a very good team, but they're not Miami.
Yeah, I think I'm leaning towards picking Miami on this game, but I will say this, like if Miami puts up video game numbers, and especially if Carson Beck has really good stats on Louisville at home, I think Carson Beck he's already probably a front runner for Heisman, but I would pretty much back his entire path to being the Heisman at that point, because
I don't think Carson Beck's going to win the Heisman. He's not even the best player on that team. He's played well. But the real star of that team is the defensive line and the offensive line. They have the best offensive line in college football. It's not even close. A defensive line might be the best in college. They have the best two. This is what's so scary about Miami. They've got the best offensive line in the country, and it's arguable they might have the best defensive line in the country too. That is a scary, scary combination. And when you pair that with even a decent quarterback, which I think Carson Beck clearly is, that's a scary fucking combination, man. A scary combination. I can't remember. If you go back 20 fucking years, I can't remember the last national title contender that had both the best offensive and defensive lines in the country. And that's what I think Miami has.
I mean, the closest thing I can think of is maybe like when Ohio State beat Alabama.
Yeah.
Those were some pretty sick lines.
Yeah. That's debatable. So you're right. But so that was what, 2013?
Yeah.
So that was over 10 years ago. That was 15 years ago. So in the past 15 years, this is the equivalent of that.
Yeah, I agree. And it's funny. It's actually kind of disgusting how Carson Beck kind of like winds up in Miami, and I was like, if they don't have an offensive line, then he's not going to be worth anything. Oh, okay, never mind. They have the best offensive line in the country and probably in this decade. So, I agree with you, but at the same time, like, there's not a Heisman for the Lions, unfortunately. So, I mean, I would put back probably front runner for Heisman. That being said, because I'm of the mindset that this is going to be a close game. But if Miami ends up blowing them out, I don't see how it could be anybody else right now.
So all that I just said, I mean, I'm hyping Miami out big time here. It sounds like I'm, sucking off Miami. All that being said, this is probably the best team they've played since Notre Dame. Yeah. And if you go and look, if you go back early in the season, Notre Dame lost their first two games of the year. So Notre Dame was not playing very good football early in the year. So that all being said, Louisville's a real threat. I never pick any team to go undefeated in the regular season, because the chances are, if you just look at the history of football, that most teams won't, right? Like there's a 99% chance that no team goes undefeated if you're any team. Yeah. If I'm looking at Miami's schedule, and you're looking for a loss on there, this would probably be the one that makes the most sense at this point in the season, is Louisville, right? So I'm not and I think Louisville's a good team. So this might be but what if Miami goes out there and just blows Louisville off the map? Then who are they losing to? Look at their schedule the rest of the year. Pitt, maybe? I mean, Pitt.
But if they blow Louisville out, I probably wouldn't even take them to lose to Pitt.
Pitt's hot right now, and they have to go to Pitt, I think, at the end of the year. So that might be like, but at that point, the season won't even matter, because they'll already be, in the playoffs, and that game won't matter. But I don't know, man. To me, this is the biggest game of the year for Miami. I know they played Florida State. I know they played Florida. I know they played Notre Dame. Those are all bigger brands than Louisville. But from a win-loss standpoint and a stature standpoint nationally, a convincing win against Louisville would be more important than what they've done already.
I will say, I think it's Virginia Tech and Pitt, but I could be wrong. But either way, they have like Pitt in like a back-to-back scenario at the end of the season. It could be the case that having time to prepare for Pitt could catch them off guard. But I agree with everything you just said.
I don't know. About the back-to-back situation. The ACC right now outside of Miami is a complete toss-up. You've got 4 or 5 teams right now. You've got Virginia, you've got Georgia Tech, you've got Louisville, you've got Duke. Pitt? You got Pitt still in there.
UVA.
I think I said Virginia, didn't I?
Oh,
Yeah. So, but my point is, the ACC is still wide open. So the revenge game against Pitt late in the season right now is kind of a toss-up. I mean, Pittsburgh might not even make it there. Virginia and Georgia Tech have favorable schedules for the rest of the year.
That's another thing. I was looking at Virginia and Georgia Tech's remaining schedule and trying to predict who has the better shot of kind of winning out the rest of the season, and it's really hard to pick because they both play Duke, and then the rest is just you should be able to handle these if you can handle these.
Yeah, and we got a matchup between and a lot of these teams have to play each other, right? So starting this week, Georgia Tech and Duke is a huge game in the ACC. This might actually, when it comes to the end of the season, decide who meets Miami in the ACC championship, right? Mm-hmm. So it's a huge game. It's on the road at Duke. I don't think Georgia Tech's going undefeated. Now, I could be wrong. Obviously, I'm always wrong. Ask my wife. But I actually believe that Duke could actually beat Georgia Tech this weekend. Georgia Tech has been skating on thin ice each week. They have had some close games against bad teams, including Clemson, by the way. But they had a close game against Clemson. They had a close game. They probably should have lost to Wake Forest. I think Duke is a 10 times better team than Wake Forest is. They've got to go on the road this week and play Duke. I think Duke might actually win this game against Georgia Tech this week.
I agree. A lot of the factors line up. It's noon. It's away, comparable distance. There's so much that's the same in this game. And the only thing that's different is that Duke is way better than Wake Forest.
Yeah.
And I think that alone speaks to a lot of concerns that I think Tech fans should have. And Virginia has Duke down the line, by the way, so they don't get away from Duke either.
Yeah. I actually think Vanderbilt. I'm looking at Vandy Danny's comment. Says anyone can almost beat Georgia Tech. Well, nobody has yet, so there is that. But I just I like Virginia and Duke better than I like Georgia Tech. I think they're more complete teams than Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech has skated by, and look, they won when it matters, and that's all that really matters. And they've got a favorable schedule. But I like Virginia and Duke better than I like Georgia Tech as a complete team.
If Georgia Tech loses to Duke, has that one loss in the ACC, Duke is obviously, if let's say they're undefeated in the ACC, they go to the ACC championship, that would mean that Georgia Tech on the flip side would either need to only lose to Georgia, and even then that would be
that wouldn't matter in the ACC though.
I meant to get into the playoffs. Sorry.
Yeah, if Georgia Tech, if they lost to Duke this week, I'm assuming this is what you're trying to say. If they had one loss in the ACC and a loss to Georgia, would they still get in even if they didn't make the ACC championship game? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, if they're 10-2 and miss going to Charlotte.
Yeah, I think that's possible. I do, but it would also depend on what else happens in the ACC. In other words, if you have a Miami and Virginia, or a Miami and Pitt, or a Miami and Duke situation in the playoffs, would Georgia Tech get in ahead of whoever loses the ACC championship game? I don't really think so, unless it was a blowout.
I don't think they would deserve to. It's more of would they get in over other conferences who had somebody who missed out? Would they get in over, Nebraska, who missed out on the Big Ten but only had 2 losses?
Yeah, Vandy Danny says 10-2 Miami didn't get in last year. This isn't last year. Here's the other thing. Thank you, Uncle Lou, for the super chat. He says, Pete, what's your initial thoughts on yesterday? Well, that's a perfect super chat for what Vandy Danny's talking about. Yesterday doesn't mean goddamn thing. Last year doesn't mean a goddamn thing. What team got in last year versus this year means absolutely fucking nothing. But want to know why? Because it's not last year. I mean, what are we doing? All this stuff. Well, so and so did this last year, and last year they had that. Well, last year so and so didn't get in. Last year so and so won this game. None of that means shit. Absolutely nothing. I get so fucking triggered when people start talking about last year or 10 years ago. None of that matters. Everything is different every year. Why do I have to explain this to people? Are you retarded?
Suffice to say, though, 10-2 Georgia Tech, like, it wouldn't be within their control or assumption that they would be in the playoffs.
Well, what happened last year, Pete? Pete, what happened last year? What happened last year when every team that won against a different team last year lost this year? What then?
It is a good, I mean, it's a decent point, though. Like a 10-2 Miami missing out, like a 10-2 Georgia Tech. Like, I would say.
Let me ask you a question. Last year, a 10-2 Miami team got left out. Do you think a 10-2 Miami team gets left out this year? No.
Probably not, no. Although that's wild because the star power and just general reputation of both of those teams is pretty comparable this year and last year. But I don't think Georgia Tech gets that same like level
last year,
so to speak.
I'm gonna get a tattoo of that on my ass. Last year. Last year. Holy smokes, did PigskinPeete just show emotion? Yes. What are you trying to say? I'm emotionless? I don't even know what that means. Your name on the StreamYard is Virginia Tech's father.
That is the current status.
Did you get Brent Pry fired?
No. Oh. It's just, you know, the Tecmo Bowl was this past weekend, so I just wanted to.
The Tecmo Bowl.
Just to let them know that they are not the real Tech, and they should probably take that off of their.
Is that hold on now? Seriously, is that what y'all call that? The Tecmo Bowl?
Yeah, because it's your text. The calculator bowl also suffices.
That place, I know we joke about Georgia Tech being the nerds and whatnot, but that might be the nerdiest shit I've ever heard in my life. The Tecmo Bowl.
The Tecmo Bowl.
Yeah, boy. Do you have a shirt that says that? Look, listen. There's nobody watching. There's only 31 people watching. Nobody watches this channel. Is that what? Do you have a shirt that says that?
But I'm sure they exist. I have to go look for them. But I know that's traditionally what it's called because I mean they were both in the same division of the ACC before we moved away. So yeah.
Tecmo Bowl. You know what? Over under on the amount of people that watch this that even know what Tecmo Bowl is. Like the real meaning of it, not your meaning of it. What do you, over or under 20 people watching know what you meant by that?
Oh, in this chat?
Under.
It's low. It's low.
All right.
All right. Have a good one.
All right, buddy. Thank you for the call, man. What's up, you're all with Pete?
Oh, shit. It's me. Hey, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yes.
Oh, shoot. Just kidding. 1 second. Let me call you back. My bad. I didn't know you were going to answer so quick.
Okay. Was he playing a video game there, or was he inside of a washing machine? I think he was playing Call of Duty or something. Jay Shipe says, Tecmo Bowl was my favorite game in the 8th grade. Yeah, first of all, Tecmo Bowl was an amazing game. Absolutely. We're going way back. We're going back, like 8 tracks here. We're talking about way before Madden. What was the game that I used to play on the Sega Genesis? We're talking about like 1992 now. Like maybe even earlier than that, maybe like 1990. It was called, what was the name of that? Cyberball, I think. I forget the name of it now. Somebody might be able to tell me what it was. It was robot. It wasn't even people. It was robots that had like tracks on their feet that played football. Do y'all know what game I'm talking about? I think it was called Cyberball. I wore that game out. No, it wasn't Robot Ball. It's a good guess, though. It was called Cyber something. I think it was called Cyberball. I didn't even have that console. You didn't have a Sega Genesis? Shit. Boy, you missed out. What's up, you're on with Pete?
What's up, sexy britches?
I don't even know how to respond to that, but thank you for that, and welcome to the show.
Oh, shit. Yeah, my bad. You can hear me now, right?
I can hear you, yeah.
All right, good. You see what happened today between the Holy War?
I guess not. What happened?
One of them tried to threaten a mass murder of all Utah fans and got arrested by the FBI.
Hold on now. What happened? Say that again?
Yeah. So a cougar decided he was going to try and threaten to do a mass murder on all Ute fans and got arrested. He's in jail now by the FBI.
So he's an idiot. Is what? So an idiot.
He's a big dumb dipshit. That's for sure.
A big dumb dipshit. Yeah.
But so I heard you talking on the morning show or whatever, the Monday show with Unky Lou, and I heard you trying to pick against Utah, and I heard you kind of dismissing the rivalry as a real rivalry, and I would like.
Hold on now. Now hold on. I may have picked against Utah on the Lunch Money show, is what you're referring to. I don't think I tried to throw shade at the rivalry. Tell me.
You gave me puh noises when he started bringing it up as a real rivalry and compared it to the Michigan Ohio States.
Well, it's not. Come on, man.
Red Rivers and the such. He's over there,
man,
doing God's work, saying the truth. And
yeah, God's work is right.
Noises.
God's work is right. But what do you mean by puh noises? I don't even know what that means.
Like he says, well, I think it's not as nationally known.
It's not.
But it's as vital of or as big of a rivalry where they are as somewhere
it's
else.
It's not as big a rivalry.
It's a big deal.
Here's the thing. Let me tell you something. This is what every fan base thinks. Well, like the Washington State people, the Clemson and South Carolina people, like you name it, Florida State. Everybody thinks they got the biggest rivalry because they live in those states and they pull for those teams. The Utah BYU rivalry is not near as big as the Iron Bowl or Michigan and Ohio. No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. Puh. How about that? It's not. Come on.
It is.
No, it's not.
Here's the thing. It hasn't had the national implications like on who's going to win the Natties sort of vibes, right? Hasn't had that. But now that we're both good and in a power conference, because for 100 years, mid-majors. Now that we're in the power conferences, we instantly went to the number one rivalry in the Big 12. Instantly, just day one, we were the biggest one there.
Yeah.
We walk into the Big 10, we become number two, riding for number one. We go into the SEC, we become number two, riding for number one. That's what that rivalry becomes.
It could be Utah 1, BYU 2. It's still not as big as a rivalry as the other two. I mean, we can argue till the cows come home.
I'm saying we walk into the Big 10, we walk in and we go, all right, Michigan, Ohio State, you're a bigger rivalry this year. But year two, it's going to be an argument. We walk into the SEC.
You don't change 100-year rivalry. You don't change 100-year rivalries in 1 year just because you change a conference.
This year, but not next year,
Christ.
probably. You don't agree?
No, I don't agree.
Well, you're not going to watch the game. You're betting on it.
I didn't say I wouldn't watch the game, but what you're saying, I don't agree with. I think this is a great game. This might be the best game of the week. BYU and Utah.
The best game. It's the most expensive game to go to.
Is it? How do you know that? Have you priced all the games this week? I mean,
so do real quick. Jump on SeatGeek.
I'm not going to do that. But hold on, I'm not going to do that. But Tennessee and Alabama, are you telling me it's more? Are you telling me it's more expensive to go to than Tennessee and Alabama this week?
Yes.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't
look it up, dude. Again, I'm just trying to explain to you that this is a bigger.
But you're trying real hard to convince me. What you're doing here is, and I love you, man. Listen, Utah man. But what you're trying to do here is, you're trying to convince me, for some reason that I can't understand, that BYU and Utah is some sort of national game that everybody's going to care about more than Tennessee and Alabama or any other big rivalry this week. I just don't think that's the case. I mean, you are a Utah fan. That's why you think that. You understand?
Country, right?
Huh?
Lowest price ticket ratings, right? Lowest price ticket in the stadium, most expensive at that game, right?
What's the average ticket cost? Since you know the ticket cost,
it's like $320.
Okay.
Not average. I'm saying lowest. The lowest price ticket is like $320.
Are you going?
No, I'm not actually.
That sucks.
I know it is a bummer. I don't have $320 to throw on to
I hear you, bro. We're speaking the same language now. Yeah, these ticket prices for these big games are insane. It's
it's nuts. But when I look at, you guys have a top 10 game, two ranked teams in the top.
Yeah, we're
10.
not.
What is it? Georgia, whatever. And even that, like, lowest tickets price was like $150. The lowest tickets price. And BYU doesn't have a small stadium. It's like 75,000 or something, right? So
yeah,
like when I say we have money behind this, I'm being sincere. Like, to go to the game, it costs a lot, and it costs more than anywhere else for this particular week. Will it be the biggest in the season? Probably not, but it's something to just try and open your guys' eyes, especially out there on the East Coast. It's a bigger game than you guys think. And
I know how big the game. I know how big the game is. You don't have to open our eyes to how big the game is. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Not yours,
huh?
Maybe not yours, because you actually watch college football a lot, right?
Anybody that watches college football knows how big this game is. Anybody. I don't know why you seem defensive about how big this game is. Everybody knows this game is big this week.
Yeah, I'm saying it's big every year. I'm saying it was big last year. Last year, Utah went into the game on like a 4-game losing streak or something, and BYU was undefeated. It was a 1 point
I know,
game.
but look, man, to you it's big every year. But it's big this year because there's actual implications in the Big 12 about it. But for most people, it's not that it's to be as big as it is to you.
Right.
The same way that Clemson and South Carolina is big to me every year, but not to everybody else. You understand?
I get it, but I don't think you truly do.
I do get it.
We walked into the Big 12.
Yeah.
And walked in, just said, "Hi guys, good to meet you. We're in this conference now." And it's not close that we're the biggest rivalry year in, year out, regardless of implications in the conference. Last year it was the biggest game in the conference, and it had no implications. That's what I mean by it's a bigger deal than I think you guys get.
I get it.
It's because you guys haven't had to deal with it. Utah and BYU were mid-majors for 100 years. You know what I mean? Does that not make sense, or it does make sense?
I mean, but everything you just said, I already know. So you're not telling me anything I didn't already know. I don't know if you're talking to somebody else. Like, are you trying to talk to the casual fans out there? That's what it sounds like you're doing.
Yeah. I am in a way kind of talking through you.
Yeah.
And so I don't want you to take offense.
I'm not. First of all, you can't offend me.
Oh, that's good. I do believe that about you.
Yeah.
But I am in a way kind of talking through you to everyone in the chat.
Everybody in the chat. Let me tell you something. BYU and Utah is the biggest rivalry in the history of rivalries. Do y'all understand that? y'all understand what he's saying here?
Hey, and if you disagree, you show me where one of your opposing fans got arrested by the FBI this week. All right, you show me that.
So okay. So now we've established the importance of the rivalry in the game. And by the way, this is a huge game in the country. It's not just, rivalry aside, whatever. This is a huge game in the Big 12. I think I know where you're going to go with this, but let me ask you, serious feelings. Do you have any worries about this game? You should.
Yes, I do.
Okay, because I pick BYU? Yeah, I picked BYU plus 3.5 last night on the lunch. That was one of my 3 picks, wasn't it? It was.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
I listened. I heard.
Yeah, I picked. Is that what triggered you? Because I picked BYU. That's what got you. Let's be real. That's what really got you mad. I picked BYU.
It was.
Yeah.
100%, 100%. Yeah, without question. But I am worried about the game because, again, just like I just said, last year we were a 5-7 team. They were a 10-2 team. Our game came down to a robbery and a dropped interception and a last-second field goal. That's just I think it's 16 of the last 18 games came down to one score. It just is. There's a lot of rivalries that say, well, throw the record out the window. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Most of the time that's bullshit. The better team's going to just dominate them, right? It truly, truly is that way in this particular game. Kyle Whittingham, our coach, won a national championship at BYU. Their only one, and it's a fake one. Their defensive coordinator that saved their program was a player at Utah. They know each other so well. It really is like brothers fighting. And I'm not just saying because we're 45 minutes away from each other. We're the coaching staffs are intermingled in such a way.
Dare we say it's incestuous?
Sure, but that's weird coming from people in the South.
Don't talk to me about people in the South. You're talking about Utah here. Y'all got 15 wives over there, bro. Come on, man.
BYU does.
Incest is way more alive there than it is here. Come on.
That's another thing that y'all mess up on is BYU is a religious program. Utah has a lot of Mormon peoples, but it's literally everyone else. It's literally there's BYU that's all Mormon, and then there's everyone else. If you're a Buddhist, if you're an atheist, if you're a Baptist,
same here.
You go to Utah.
Same here.
Well, Mormon school. You have a Mormon school? What are you talking about?
No, but don't talk to me about incestuous in the South. Whenever you guys you guys kicked a guy. BYU kicked a guy out of college just for having consensual sex. You
guys didn't learn there's a difference.
Do you think there's other BYU players that aren't fucking?
No, I don't.
Okay, but they're not kicked off the team.
Because they didn't get caught.
Let me ask. No, it ain't because they didn't get caught. It's because he was a Jew.
That might be it.
That's exactly why. Let's not be. Come on, man. If it would have been a Mormon that did it, they would have looked the other way. Oh, well, they would have slapped him on the wrist. Sorry, Mormon guy. Just stop sticking your dick in anything that's wet. But as soon as a Jew does it, you got to transfer.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that there is a mass. Utah fucks. The University of Utah fucks. All right, and I need you to know that. Joking isn't a thing.
I believe you.
All right, I ran through some bitches, all right, and it was fine. No one looked twice. At BYU, that is a condemnable behavior. And I need you guys to understand that there's one school that's cool, and then there's BYU. All right,
look. So as somebody from the South who has no allegiance to any team, BYU or any team in Utah at all, BYU or Utah, I'm Team Utah. So
good man.
I'm Team Utah. Go fucking Utes. I'm not Mormon. I was raised Catholic, which I guess it might be the closest thing to Mormon. I don't know, particularly. But
fucking Google that.
but I'm still picking BYU to cover in this game. Doesn't matter my thoughts about where my allegiance lies. I'm still picking BYU at plus 3.5. I love more. I like money more than I like Utah. How about that?
That's fair. And you know what? I accept that because, like I just said, 16 out of the last 18 games came down to being a one-score game, regardless of record, right? Like, there's a high likelihood this game is in like 5 points or less, right? So if you can get
I believe that
points, there's a good chance you can win money.
Right.
But there's also a decent likelihood that Utah legit runs them out of the building.
I think Utah will win. I mean, if I'm picking a winner, like I'm on money line, I'm taking Utah, but I'm taking BYU with the points at 3.5.
Yeah,
because I'm a degenerate gambler, which I know you are too. You're also a degenerate gambler, aren't you?
I am.
Yes,
heard
you
the
are.
Story, did you? All right.
I did. Yes.
Yeah, I lost way too much money. I can't do that again.
Which automatically on the Pigskin Pete level of people I fuck with.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, good.
That shoots you. That shoots you right up to the top, son. You know what I mean? I fuck with you on that.
I am excited to go to Vegas with y'all. Like I feel like
I can't wait.
Be a bunch of stories.
We're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna have a lot of fun. I can't wait to meet you.
I'm truly excited to sleep on the floor of Lousville. That's my whole mission in life, is to just be a problem because I'm still asleep.
Hey, but guess what? The good news is we don't sleep, so you don't even have to worry about that.
It is. Let's have a time.
Yeah, we don't sleep, man. Come on, man. All right, buddy.
Hey, fair enough. I'll make some calls. I might know some people if we need it.
Oh no, come on now. Let's leave that off the air. There. Yeah.
All
right, man.
But hey, you're the man, dude. I'm glad you're doing these. Hey, for real. Utah was a mid-major 20 years ago. We're here now. I need you to let that sink in on why we might be a little bit extra hyped compared to.
You have every right to be hyped. I mean, you got a good team. So you should be hyped.
We got a good team, and also nobody knows about us. So I'm actively being a bit more aggressive in places like Clemson, if you will, to be like, hey, pay attention. I know it's 12 o'clock when we play, but we're not a bad program. So casuals, I'm talking through you right now.
Okay.
Pay attention. We're a good program. Stay up a little bit later. It's worth the watch. It's a good game.
All right.
Thank you, buddy.
All right. Thank you, Utah, man. He's on one about nobody giving Utah respect. Nobody respects Utah. I just don't think that's true. What's up? You're on with Pete.
What up, Pete? I called in a week or two ago. I went on a nice rant. Anyway, chemical engineer, as a reminder, sometimes I heard on the white trash accent, sometimes I heard on the intellectual accent. I guess I'll go white trash for a second. It's all strange how we got a bunch of these foreigners running through the damn Clemson talk shows, especially from Utah. I didn't run through there a little bit. I caught the last end of that. It was pretty funny. Anyway, here's my question. Nothing super serious this week. I've been betting Clemson to not cover. The past couple of weeks has bit me, but I don't think it means anything. This week, I think SMU might whoop our ass. Revenge. I still don't feel like I'm convinced that we've won anything or proved anything, because who the fuck knows against UNC and BC. But anyway, here's my question to you, and I want a nice detailed response. I got a new Clemson theme Rec Tech 340p. I traded in my old one to my dad. Got the new orange top. Second time ever, I'm going to watch the game from the tailgate, I think, and just smoke some meat. What's your advice?
I don't have any advice on that, but so your name on the StreamYard link is Che Clemson.
Yeah, CHE, chemical engineer.
Chemical engineer. Are you actually a chemical engineer at Clemson?
I graduated from
you did
in chemical engineering, and
no, I don't like to accuse anybody of anything because I believe you are who you say you are. If that's what you really say, but has anybody ever told you that you sound exactly like this guy that goes on the Jackpot channel, who's a Carolina fan named Peckerhead?
Dude, I'm fucking hurt. I might hang up.
Well, no, don't hang up. But do you know who I'm talking about?
I don't. No, I'm.
There's a guy on
there. Last time I come from a family of Gamecocks, a bunch of them dirt pecking coops, and then I somehow won the genetic lottery.
I feel like you're trolling me. I do. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh no, not at all. I'm legit.
You sound just like Peckerhead.
Here, let's turn this camera on. Look at this.
Oh, you're not Peckerhead. Hold on now. Let me show this to everybody. But for real, I thought for a minute there you might be Peckerhead. Oh, he's got no, put the ring back up. He's got the oh yeah, he's the real deal then. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Whenever I first heard your voice, I was like, this is Peckerhead trolling me. That's what it sounded. You sound
it's bred into me.
What year did you graduate?
2008.
2008. Are you the same guy that comes on every video I make and say, what year did you graduate from Clemson, Pete?
No, hell no.
Oh, okay.
I only talked to you once, and it was like 2 weeks ago, and it's when I went on a rant about damn Dabo being arrogant.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm not trolling you, and I mean I can incite some conflict if you want to incite some conflict for the views and such, but I think you and I are commiserates.
Yeah, we definitely are because I call it like I see it. I call it like I see it. So anyway, I was caught up in the fact I thought you might have been trolling me with as Peckerhead. But so what was your question again? Like, what was your question?
So 15 years of season tickets. Started, bought in low. It was the best stock purchase I ever made. We bought in after the 2010 season. You know, when Dabo, I think that was what 6 and 7 or whatever the fuck it was. Anyway, and then got into Section K. We're like 30 rows off the field, held strong on our tickets, saw the best run ever. And now I'm just like telling my bro that I got him with. I'm like, yeah, man, it's getting old. It's getting tired.
Well, I mean, so you're a lot younger than me. If you graduated from Clemson in 2008, you're about 11 or 12 years younger than me. So I don't know how much of the years of Bowden and Hatfield that you remember, huh?
You're like 45, right? I'm 40.
Yeah, I just turned 45. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 40.
Oh, you're only 5 years. What the hell did you do? Go to vocational school before you went to Clemson? Why did it take you 8 years to graduate after I did?
No. I graduated high school in 2003, and I co-opted.
Okay, yeah, all right.
No way.
So you do remember a lot of the Bowden years, and I don't know how much of the Hatfield years you remember. So I don't know what, as far as the season ticket thing goes, I've never bought season tickets ever. But I have gone to at least 1 or 2 Clemson games every year. My wife is a Clemson graduate. She graduated in 2003, and we were IPTAY members for a while. We stopped donating to IPTAY a couple of years ago because they keep raising their dues. And honestly, whatever they give you, a decal. Well, are you IPTAY member?
Yeah. Me and my best friend forever. And so my issue is the fact that last year they raised them to keep our tickets. Yeah. And then they went ahead and emailed us and said, hey, next year, guess what we're going to do? We're going to raise that shit again. Yeah. Just to give assholes like Cade $2.6 million a year and like fuck it all up. Yeah.
Like, and then all of a sudden it's like, give us
ass off. I came from the dirt. Yeah. I just got to, north of 200. Yay me, whatever. Came from the fucking dirt. My parents like combined maximum income on any given year was like 60 grand coming up. It's like, what the fuck? And I see these entitled fucking assholes who don't want to earn shit. It pisses me off. I just want to sit at the tailgate because I love Clemson, but I hate the fucking situation.
I hate the situation too. Anytime I get anything from IPTAY these past few years, I throw it in the trash. And not because I don't support Clemson. I mean, obviously I do, but it's just, they give you a decal for your car for $500 a year. If you want anything that means anything, you have to donate, thousands of dollars a year, which is, this isn't a Clemson problem. We know Clemson because we're Clemson fans, so we know how that works. But this is a problem across college football. Is that like now they want more and more from you, and they give you less and less, and that's a problem. So if I'm going to go every year to the spring game, which is free, I'll give them that. But you still have to pay for traveling. You still have to pay for whatever you buy inside of the stadium. You still have to pay for a hotel room or Airbnb or whatever. If you go to an actual game, even if it could be against Wake Forest, it could be against Furman, whoever shit team you're going to go watch, it's $1,000 trip for me. And I live in South Carolina. I'm not even traveling across the country.
Somerville, right?
Yeah, Somerville. I'm not in the Charleston area. So, so like to me, at this point in my life, if I'm going to spend $1,000 to take my family to a football game or more, it's actually more than $1,000. I'm being conservative here because I like to drink, and drinking costs a lot. But like to me, that's enough. You know what I mean? So if your question is like, yeah, we're thinking about like stopping the season tickets, I don't blame you. Not from a football perspective, just from a financial perspective. It's become a rich person's. And here's the other thing that pisses me off is that they're talking about building more luxury boxes at Clemson, not more seats, not more, cheap seats for $50 or $40, luxury boxes.
Yeah.
It's insane.
I agree.
And everything goes up. Parking goes up every year. I sound like an old curmudgeon now. But it is. But it's true. Let me. For instance, back when my wife was going to Clemson, I used to go up there every couple of weeks to visit her because I was still lived. We started dating in high school. She's the reason, or I'm the reason rather, that she went to Clemson. I convinced her to go there. I didn't go there. That's a whole different story. But I made the trip every couple of weeks up to Clemson to visit her and stayed in her apartment with her, and we went to the games and whatnot. Back then, me and her could hang out all weekend, go to the bars, hang out, party, go to the game for like $50.
Yep.
Now that same weekend would cost me $1,000. That I'm not a mathematician. That's a 2,000% markup from 20 years ago. So,
yeah,
I don't blame anybody for not.
As a mathematician, as a chemical engineer, so fuck it. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I actually saw a report the other day that said any fucking engineer that graduated in like the 90s versus any engineer today, adjusted for fucking costs and all this stuff, is making 38% less today.
Yeah.
Even though the nominal cost, or the nominal salary or whatever is like freaking almost.
Is that what you do? You have a chemical engineer? Is that what you do for your career too? Is that just your major?
Oh, well, no. Yeah, that's what I do too.
Okay.
Like
all right.
I'm a mad nerd. Like I didn't know shit. Again, white trash from upstate South Carolina.
That's awesome.
Bunch of Coop fans. They told me it was the hardest. They would give me the most money. With a bachelor's, I'm like, fuck it, let's do it.
That's great, man. I mean, Clemson's a great engineering school. My brother graduated with an engineering degree, a civil engineering degree, but he always wanted to be a pilot. He went right into the Air Force, and so he never used his engineering degree. But
well, still, I mean, that's fucking awesome too. But like,
yeah,
my whole thing was just like, yeah, like let's be smart about this and like let's actually do some things. And hence my passion. That's why I'm so pissed about the whole situation, because this shit right here means a shit ton. I can't.
So what you're telling me is, because you are, unlike me, I didn't go to Clemson, so I'm a fake fan. That's what people keep telling. That's what people have been telling me for 8 years on YouTube. I'm a fake fan. I didn't graduate from Clemson, so my opinion means nothing. Meanwhile, these people don't have a YouTube channel about it, do they?
Right.
Yeah, but so as a real fan and a real graduate, as you are, sir, how do you feel about the state of the Clemson football program as it stands today? Not what it was in the 80s, not what it was in the 90s, Not what it was in the early 2000s. Not what it was when Dabo first got the job. Not what it was in 2016 and 2018 when we were winning national titles with generational players. I'm talking about now, son. What's your thoughts now?
So, I think I told you last time, you falsely got a little bit offended thinking I was calling you a Northerner, even though I did not.
Did you just say Northerner?
My best friends,
God damn it,
at Clemson, for some fucking reason, came from the North, and they're the most sensible about it. They're used to the New York market, and so they were immediately, as soon as we won in 2016, they were like, "Dabo's got to go." I'm like, "You guys are fucking retarded. Like, we just won an Addy. Did you see the throw from Hunter to Deshaun, from Deshaun to Hunter? Like that's ridiculous. You guys, Dabo's got to go. He's getting complacent already. He just won it. Look at him crying on the field like a bitch." And now, full circle, they're flaming up that heat again. Man, I don't know. I'm so fucking confused. I love Dabo to death for what he's done. Nobody could have ever done anything else at little old Clemson Cow College. But fuck, man, he is complacent. And good God, we got to hit the portal. But hell, what do you want? You want fucking Hugh Freeze? You want a goddamn fucking James Franklin that just got fired, who's all about lying and harboring rapists? Who the fuck knows? I got no fucking idea. Dabo is good as gold, but he's turned into quite the pussy. I don't know. He won't hit the portal. It's pay for play. I hate the system. Slide him the Dodge Charger on the underneath. Keep it shady. Fucking, get the money bag down at damn Toyota or Easley or whatever the fuck. Get the free car maintenance.
You almost forgot New Spring Church. Come on, man.
Oh, shit. Money bag New Spring. Hell yes. Salvation comes in a brown sack with a dollar sign on it. Yes. Where's that at?
Yeah.
It's more fun that way. I mean, that's the way we win. And hell, selfish. Fuck it. I mean, Ohio State ain't got no shame. Fucking Michigan ain't got no shame. Them motherfuckers, they don't give a shit. The Big Ten, like, fucking, let's pay. Let's get this money. Let's get this natty. Don't always work for them. I got no clue. Kirby Smart, you want him? I don't. I mean, shit.
No, I don't want a lesbian to coach my team. I don't need a lesbian to coach my team. Fuck Kirby Smart, too.
Yeah.
Fuck Ryan Day and his hair dye. Fuck Kirby Smart and his lesbian golf hat. Fuck Hugh Freeze, fucking the hookers down in Florida with his company phone. Fuck Lincoln Riley. Actually, you know what? Fuck all the Rileys. Fuck Lincoln Riley and Garrett Riley just for being a Riley. Fuck Bill Belichick for fucking that 24-year-old.
I mean, congratulations or fuck him. I don't know.
No, not congratulations. This guy made a huge mistake. The biggest mistake he ever made since getting rid of Tom Brady.
Yeah, but does it matter?
No.
I mean, he's got a 20.
No, he's
licking his ear on the sideline. He didn't give a shit. He's rich as fuck. What can you imagine the things she's whispering to him in the fucking sideline, which is why they're so distracted? Hey, here's what we're gonna do after this game. We're gonna go over here and I'm gonna do this to you. Like, I mean, who gives a shit at this point? Right,
bro? I love you, man.
I mean,
I love you. This is he's a real tater man right here. Not like me. This is a real tater man. He went there. He gets it. You get it. You get it. You're amazing and fantastic.
I mean, to me, it's just all starting to feel like a fucking scam. Like,
yeah, I
was so balled in because I have spent so much of my hard-earned money. All the money I got myself, and I fucking committed to giving it to goddamn Dabo taxes.
Dabo taxes.
Point, it's feeling more and more like the fucking government. Like I'm forced to pay more and more and more to get less and less and less.
Yeah.
And I want to take up arms, use my Second Amendment rights.
Did you see what Dabo said? Did you see what Dabo said about that? Of course, Dabo. First of all, here's one thing I like about Dabo, but also hate about him, is that he's got no filter. So I do like that. I appreciate the fact that if you ask Dabo a question, he's going to tell you where he really thinks, whether you like it or not. Now, a lot of times what he says you don't like, but I respect people that speak their mind. So they asked him about James Franklin getting fired. Did you see this quote, or did you hear it?
I saw a little bit about it. Go with it.
So he goes, it's sad, James Franklin getting fired. That's the business we're in, blah, 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 all that bullshit. And then he goes, but everyone talks about the buyout. But, James Franklin didn't get into coaching for the money. Now, look, nobody gets into any profession if you want to really break it down to brass tacks. Like nobody really gets into is anybody getting into landscaping for the money? Or do they just love, planting plants and trees?
I love watching bushes bloom.
But here's the thing. Just saying that a $50 million buyout doesn't mean anything because James Franklin loves coaching. All right, Dabo. All right, then why aren't you coaching for free then? Since you don't care about the money, since James Franklin doesn't care about the money, why does it? If James Franklin loves Penn State so much, how about him instead of saying, I'll take the $50 million and set you guys back 5 years or 10 years or whatever it is. I'll let you keep the money because you guys have been so good to me. You've paid me all this money. I'm a millionaire now. You guys keep the money and use that for NIL and recruiting and hiring your next coach. Is anybody doing that? Was Dabo doing that? Is James Franklin doing that? Is any coach doing that? No.
Nope.
Multi-millionaires talking about how they don't coach for the money is the biggest it's the most laughable thing that you can think of.
Same page, bro. Like we touched on it briefly last time. It's the hypocrisy that makes it so disgusting, especially when you bring the whole religious thing in there.
And Dabo?
And all this. I don't know if you heard, I think it was 3 weeks, 4 weeks ago, whatever. I sometimes torture myself with these fucking Dabo pressers against my will. It just navigates to my YouTube, and I'm like, fuck, I guess I'm watching this. And so anyway, I watched it, and some reporter had the balls to ask him about why he didn't get more after some coach donated a whole bunch of money to some other cause. I forget who and what and whatever. And he's like, well, I feel like I do enough. I do this and I do that and I do this and I do that.
Yeah.
And then all the talk about not in this for the money, not in this for the money. I'm like, come on, motherfucker. If you be honest about it, it'd be a little bit more swallowable. But like, don't go on this hypocrisy high horse bullshit about we're not in this for the money. Fuck yeah, you are. Everybody's in everything for the money. You got to fucking live. This is a capitalist country. We got to.
Of course it is. And look, and let's compare a successful coaching job. Are you married?
Yes.
Okay. Congratulations on being down bad. If your wife came up to you one day and she was like, you know what? You're really not pulling your weight. You're a piece of shit. You don't do nothing around here. You don't mow the yard. You don't fix the sink. You don't, whatever. You don't take the kids anywhere. You're just a piece of shit. And you said, look, lady, do you remember when you married me 8 years ago? I fixed the sink twice. I took the kids everywhere they needed to go. I mowed the yard every week. We had the nicest yard in the neighborhood. So why would you get rid of me? And she's going to look at you, and she's going to look at you and go, but what are you doing now?
Yeah, first of all, the reply would be, good luck with that. And then second of all,
and you don't get. And by the way, if that happens, you don't get a buyout. No. You got to give up half. It's the other way around. Imagine if Clemson fire. This is what these teams need to do. Instead of buying them out, they say we're going to fire you, and you have to give us half the money we paid you back if you suck. How about that?
Let's flip the script. Let's flip the fucking script.
Treat it like a marriage.
Just like we need to do with the players.
Yeah.
You want to play quasi-professional football, bitch. You're going to get treated like one.
There you go.
Soft kid.
There you go.
Cade, you got $2.3 million. Don't talk to me about how you got mental issues. Bitch, perform.
Yeah.
You're fucking out. We're going to go get. You know who we need to get? All right, and I guess we'll kind of segue this because it's getting late, and I probably should go to bed because I got to work tomorrow.
Yeah. I'm about to get off too.
I think we should go after the fucking Pitt quarterback. I don't know if you watched that game last week. Pitt in Florida State.
Yeah, he's a real deal. I like him a lot.
Fucking win, but that guy impressed the shit out of me.
Yeah, me too.
0.3 for that guy.
Well, we can go. This will be an hour-long conversation. We start talking about quarterbacks in the portal who got that dog in him. Listen, I like Cade Klubnik. I think he's a great guy and all that. I think he's a good player, skilled player, but he don't have that dog in him.
Nope.
He don't. He just don't. I mean, he don't have that. Look, if you go back to all the Dabo quarterbacks, I'm even talking about some of them that weren't even very good. Cole Stout. If you go back to Kelly Bryant, you go back to Taj Boyd, Deshaun Watson, Trevor Lawrence, even DJ to a certain extent. I mean, DJ was no good, but all those guys had the dog in them more than Cade. Cade to me is like he's almost. I don't know how to describe the way I feel about Cade because he's the most talented, shitty quarterback I've ever seen.
Yeah. Well, I think the issue might be this, Red Chum.
The money.
I think the closest to him out of all the names you just fucking rattled off might be Trevor. However, Cade's from Texas, and I think he's got a little bit of that oil money in his family roots. And so he's getting. People
don't realize this because people talk about how Dabo doesn't embrace the NIL, which is just completely false. Clemson is ranked in the top 10 in what they play players in NIL. There's 7 multimillionaires on this football team. Cade's one of them. Cade's getting paid $3 million a year. Nobody talks about that.
Matter, by the way. What the fuck?
That's why he can't. That's why he won't be benched.
Yeah.
They're paying this guy $3.5 million to suck. It's a lot like what's the guy's Nico Iamaleava from Tennessee last year. He's very comparable to Klubnik in that way.
Yeah, but then Cade gets a fire under his ass on a few games.
I mean, I don't think he's terrible. He's the most inconsistent player maybe in the country. I mean, and what you look at the past couple of weeks against Boston College and UNC, everyone's like, okay, well, Clemson's turned the corner. I'm not convinced of it. I'm not convinced of it.
You listen to
I hope I'm wrong.
At all? Ever you listen to Walt Deptula and all them cats ever?
I don't listen to Walt's show. No, I don't. But I know who he is. Yeah.
Yeah. So Walt is polarizing. Sometimes he pisses me off, and he's very abrasive. He's an old school Yankee from Connecticut and all this stuff. But a lot of times he's got it right. And he's like, if you people think that UNC and BC showed you anything, I got nothing to tell you.
Yeah, I agree with. If that's what he said,
of anything, maybe it meant everything. Maybe it meant nothing.
I don't think it means anything. I didn't hear that, but if that's what Walt said, I agree with him 100%.
Yeah, I'm with him.
Yeah. So anyway, all right, man, I gotta go. But hopefully you'll call in next week. I appreciate your call, brother.
Yes, sir. Back at you.
Yes, sir. All right, man. End that with a great Clemson call. One of the few real Clemson fans out there that actually likes me. I don't know if there's how many of them are left. Most of them fucking hate me, which I like. I don't like to be liked. Ask my wife. Anyway, all right. Thank you all, everybody, for tuning in tonight. I appreciate all of you. All the people that called in. Some great calls tonight. Some great comments. The comment section was litty, as the kids say these days. What is today? Wednesday. I will be back on Friday for the midday show on my second channel. If you're not subscribed to my second channel, I don't know what you're doing. The midday show today on the second channel was awesome. We don't talk about just football on there. As a matter of fact, we don't talk about much of football at all. It's just a crazy podcast or whatever you want to call it. So go subscribe to that. There's a link to that in the description of the video. Also, I will be back on Saturday for the Clemson and SMU game and the other 3:30 games. So I'll be live around 3:20, 3:15, somewhere around there. So make sure you set your alarms for that. We'll hang out. We'll watch some Clemson football and whatever other games are on at 3:30. I guess that's it. Thank you. I don't know what else to say. Appreciate y'all, and I'll see you guys soon.